Okay, so this is my first video ever on YouTube, so I don't know how to edit or anything. I apologize in advance. Gonna kind of have to deal with it until I figure it out, which is funny because my husband is an editor. Anyway, I'm Kimball. Welcome to my room. I Well, I'm making this video because I had the VSG surgery, the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, and I watched a ton of videos on YouTube, and most of them were very, very informative, so I thought maybe I'll put my 2 cents in. But I did have my surgery on February 1st of 2017, and at first I don't know, kind of felt like I didn't have anything to offer, because there's already so many of you out there with so much information, and I don't know, I procrastinated. I thought about it over and over again, never got around to it, which is a bummer, but I do remember a lot of what happened. Nothing dramatic. It was a very good procedure. I had my surgery with Dr. Emma Patterson, and she is amazing. Her whole team is amazing at the organ weight loss surgery. And I guess you want to know my stats. My highest weight ever was 280 pounds. That kind of freaked me out when I weighed myself for the first time with a doctor that I didn't like at the time. He was not the nicest. He kind of said rude things that were funny, but also rude. Sorry if I keep looking down. I have a couple of notes. I did my weight and my measurements the day before surgery, just because I knew my surgery was going to be super early in the morning, and I didn't want to deal with that. I just wanted to get up and go. So the day before my surgery, my weight was 265.7, and yes, I was just barely eligible when it comes to my BMI, but I also have high blood pressure. Otherwise, insurance would not have covered it if I didn't have the high blood pressure. And I've been taking high blood pressure pills for over 10 years. I'm sick of them. I mean, it's so scary when you forget to take a pill, like your heart starts racing. Like my resting heart rate was 120, and that's not good. Anyway, my weight now is 228.3 pounds. Sorry, I'm a little burpy. I just drank a bunch of water. So that is a total loss of 37.4 pounds, and it's been about 9.5 weeks. I lost weight really quickly in the beginning, but since I wasn't super heavy, I was just super heavy, I lost quite a bit in the beginning, as everyone's going to. I mean, you're on a liquid diet after surgery. But now I lose about anywhere from 2 to 4 pounds a week, depending on what I eat and how active I am. My inches were 422.25 inches the day before surgery, and my inches now are 377.75. So that's a total loss of 44.5 inches. And my body tends to like drop a bunch of weight, and then the weight kind of stalls for a week, but then during that week I drop inches, and then I drop pounds, and then it just goes back and forth. I don't know what the deal is. Let's see. I don't know what to talk about, really. This is just kind of my intro video. I didn't want to like get into my day of surgery, what I took there, which was a lot of stuff. But I'll be making subsequent videos with all that information, I promise. I also wanted to share stories that kind of led up to my decision to get surgery, or feeling different, feeling overweight, like that it's not normal, and I like air quotes, I do these a lot. So the very first story that I could remember was in 5th grade. I was out on the playground. I was wearing shorts, and there was a girl named Steph, and she was like a jock, tomboy, you know, she was athletic, so she obviously didn't have a weight problem. But she came up to me and she was like, "Kimball, what's that on the back of your leg?" And I was like, I don't know, what is it? And she was like, well, I don't know, it's behind your knee. So I looked down and I looked behind my knee and there was like a pink line. And I didn't know what it was at the time. And she's just like, it's a stretch mark, Kimball. You have a stretch mark. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't know what that means. So whatever. I went home, asked my mom about it, and she explained that when you gain weight quickly, that's what happens. Your skin stretches to accommodate the excess fat that your body's putting on, blah, 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 blah. So that's when I realized, like, okay, I'm fat. Boo. I'm 12 years old and I'm fat. But I was still, like, you know, athletic-ish. I just hate sports. But I was good at them because my sister's a jock and we had to, like, practice with her, and it was not the best. So that was kind of like the beginning of I'm not a normal size. And there are many more of those stories to come that totally changed the way I think about myself, how what led me to get the surgery. Yeah, I'll be sharing a story every other video or every video. I don't know. There's not that many of them, but they're the ones that stuck in my mind that have plagued me for years. Also, I noticed that, like, on YouTube, a lot of the people that had VSG or any kind of weight loss surgery, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of men out there that have the surgery, but for whatever reason, they don't really care to share. So I mostly got all my info from women, and that's cool. I just, you know, it's kind of nice to get a guy's point of view, a little perspective. But I would just like to give a little shout out to all the people that I watched religiously before my surgery, because we all do it. We all want to find out. I wanted to get, like, the absolute worst story I could find and the absolute best story I could find to get myself an idea of what to expect. The very first person I ever saw on here was Clusie L. I'm sure all of you have seen her. Like, I mean, she's pretty popular. And then Chemistry Queen. She's quite popular too. Foodie turned sleevey. Love her. I mean, I love all of these women. Like, they were awesome. They are awesome. Like, they're still on here. Like, watch Kitty Shrink. She's adorable. Little petite little thing. Short sleeved. Again, great person to watch. Fighting 400. That's a guy. I don't remember his name. I'm really bad with names. And yeah, I have everyone, like, listed right there. So I'm not, like, remembering these names. I'm terrible about it. But yes, they, like, he I mean, I just watch him because he's a guy. He's a younger guy too. Like, I've noticed, like, a lot of people have the surgery when they're older, and I'm pissed that I waited until I'm 35. I wish I had the surgery when I was 25 because I missed out on a lot, and I'll talk about that later. Who else is there? Princess Monster Truck NC Sips. She's cool. I like watching her. And Shrinkin' Jen. She's, like, the newest person I've just started watching. So those are the people on YouTube that have inspired me, still inspire me, give me information, give me things to think about that maybe I hadn't thought about. You know, and some of these people are pretty new, and some of them have had the surgery years ago. And it's like they still have something to add to the conversation. So I enjoy watching them. Maybe you will too. If I figure out how to work YouTube and links and whatnot, I will put all of their links down there. Someday they will all be down there if they're not down there right now. Anyway, so I know this is kind of a boring video. I'm going to try to keep them all short, like under 15 minutes, maybe under 10 minutes, unless something amazing happens and I need to just share the whole thing. So yeah, please subscribe, I guess, if you find it interesting. If you don't, well, sorry for wasting your time. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I have a lot more to share, and I hope you'll be around to hear it. Bye!